In this session, we are going to see the experiment 11. It is nothing but a photodiode. We see the experiment and demonstration of a photodiode. The name of the experiment is nothing but a photodiode. Aim of the experiment is study the VI characteristics of a photodiode in a reverse bias and variation of photocurrent as a function of reverse voltage and intensity. Also, calculate the power responsivity of a given photodiode. That means here we are going to determine the VI characteristics of a photodiode when it is connected in the reverse bias condition, and also the variation of photocurrent as a function of reverse voltage and intensity. Calculate the responsivity. Now the apparatus required here are photodiode, experimental setup consisting of 0 to 3 volts, regulated power supply, digital DC current meter 0 to 20 volts, digital DC voltmeter, white light, LED module, and a photodiode LED type. A transistor drive for LED is also used. The LED power is PLED is nothing but, we know that P is V into I is nothing but P. So a light of LED power PLED is equal to VLED into ILED is directly read from the dial marked on the LED power supply. Experimental setup is already given. You can see the demonstration to see the setup here. Here you can see this is a circuit diagram where there is a photodiode over here. You can see this is a photodiode. The circuit symbol is light is allowed to fall on this photodiode. This is a photodiode. There is a difference between a photodiode and a normal diode. For a normal diode, these two arrows will not be there. Here photodiode means the light is allowed to fall onto this. So this is a symbol of a photodiode. The voltage across a photodiode is determined by voltmeter here. Voltage across the photodiode PVD, and the ammeter is connected in series. You can see over here. And the resistor to safeguard the amount of current flowing through a photodiode 2.2 kilo ohms is been here, and you have given 0 to 3 volts. Now this experiment is very easy. Just in this, the aim of the experiment is to, here you can see that photodiode is connected in a reverse bias. That is, negative is connected to positive and positive is connected to negative. Negative is connected to positive and negative terminal of the battery is connected to positive of a photodiode. So it is a reverse bias condition. Now the procedure figure shows the light arrangement of the experimental setup. The white light LED and photodiode are placed face to face. This is an industry standard for any LED measurements, and 5 volt power supply and a transistor drives are provided for LED, and by varying the potentiometer, the emitter current in the LED current is varied. The dial is provided for a potentiometer which directly reads the LED input, that is PLED, and is nothing but VLED into ILED. Now here in this experiment, the LED is given a white light and photodiode are placed face to face. LED, light emitting diode, white light, is allowed to fall on a photodiode. So whatever the light LED is giving, that will be taken as the intensity of the photodiode. And the switch, the power supply is being switched on. The power supply is being switched on by turning the knob over here. So here the LED power is set to 10 milliwatts. And the VPD is set to 0.1 volts and the corresponding IPD is noted. On the display board you can see I voltage and I, the current and voltage. Digital setup is been given. You can read the voltage, increase the voltage in steps of 0.1. Note down the corresponding value of current by varying the LED power, that is 10 milliwatts. For first time it should be 10 milliwatts. So the trial is repeated by increasing voltage across a photodiode in suitable steps of 0.1 and note down the corresponding IPD. Now you can see here the tabular column, how to tabulate the readings. First, PLED is set to 10 milliwatts. PLED means the power given to LED. This light is being given to the photodiode. So power given to LED is nothing but the power of a intensity of the light to the photodiode. So whatever the power given by LED, that light is taken by the photodiode. So PLED is set to 10 milliwatts. Keep the voltage at 0. Note down the values. For 0 it will be 0. Increase the voltage in steps of 0.1. and note down the corresponding values of current here. There is a small knob which increases the voltage in steps of 0.1, which can be read by the digital voltmeter. For voltage of 0.1, note down the corresponding ammeter reading and increase the steps in steps of 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Note down the corresponding current in microamps displayed on the board. Note down the for 10 millipower. When keep setting the PLED at 10 volts, increase the voltage in steps of 0.1. Note down the corresponding values of current in microamps. Once 1 volt is been reached, bring the pot to the normal position, that is 0, and change PLED to 20. Once PLED is set to 20, again vary the voltage in steps of 0.1. Note down the corresponding current. Until 1 volt you have to measure. Similarly, next make the PLED to 30 milliwatts. Increase the voltage in steps of 0.1. Note down the corresponding current in microamps. So similarly, you have to do for 40 milliwatts and 50 milliwatts. And a graph is plotted between the two. You can see here, since it is a photodiode is connected in reverse bias, voltage across the x-axis, negative x-axis, and the current is also negative y-axis. Negative x-axis voltage, negative y-axis current. Because it is in a reverse bias, both we are giving negative and negative. So for a particular PLED is 10 milliwatts, 20 milliwatts, 30 milliwatts, 40 milliwatts and 50 milliwatts. For PLED different values, you can determine the, you are getting the curves like this. So this is the way you have to plot the graph. These are the IV characteristics of a photodiode. Next is calculate the power responsivity. How to calculate the power responsivity? Keeping the voltage as 1 volt constant, vary PLED in steps of 10 and note down the corresponding values of IPD. Here either in steps of 10 or in steps of, here we have kept the voltage as 1 volt. Voltage is kept at 1 volt. PLED is kept at 10 milliwatts and note down the corresponding IPD. Similar, increase the PLED in steps of 0.2 or 10 and take down the corresponding values of IPD. Note down the corresponding values of IPD. There is a knob which you can measure the PLED set to 10, 20, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 or 22, or you can take it as 10, 20, 30 and 40. For different values of PLED, note down the corresponding values of IPD displayed on the ammeter. So you will be getting the values and you can tabulate the readings over here. If you plot a graph between PLED along the x-axis which you are varying and IPD along the y-axis which you are noting down, you can get a straight, plotting the graph, you get a straight line. Slope of it gives you the responsivity of the, responsivity is nothing but, slope is nothing but delta IPD by delta PLED. So you will be getting the values of, the slope of it is nothing but a responsivity which is expressed as milliamps per watt. So here in this experiment we have seen the photodiode characteristics in the reverse bias and also we have calculated the power responsivity. That is what we are going to write in the result. Studied and plotted the IV characteristics of a photodiode in a reverse bias and variation of a photocurrent as a function of reverse voltage, and the intensity and the power responsivity is been calculated. Oh yeah, whatever the slope you have calculated, the power responsivity is given as dash milliamps per watt. This is the experimental setup. And for demonstration of the experiment, click the link in the description box where the demonstration has been clearly taken a video and uploaded. Thank you.